Okay, so if you are a soft natural or flamboyant natural, or if you are just interested in how to help your natural friends dress, then I think this video is going to be really helpful for you. Somebody recently asked me about this in the comments. I can't believe I haven't done a video yet on how to accommodate width for the natural family. So in this video, I'm just going to tell you 4 strategies for how to accommodate width, what that means. I'm going to show you some just like of my clothes, and then I'm probably gonna put in some pictures here of celebrity examples. So what does it mean to have width? If you have heard the term width used for the natural family, this comes from the Strictly Kibbe Facebook groups where, first of all, I guess in the metamorphosis, David maybe refers to naturals as being wide. And in the Strictly Kibbe Facebook groups, there's an exercise where David, guides you to draw the lines of your body. And one of the determinants there that you can come up with is width, which tends to correspond to the natural family. So if you have this width in your frame. Naturally, the word width can be quite triggering for people because all of us have different types of like body question marks, and a lot of people don't want to see themselves as wide, and a lot of people are not really wide also. So the idea of like being called wide is unappealing to them, and they maybe are like, well, I think I have a very balanced body type, or I think my shoulders are moderate. So I wanted to first just clarify a bit what I think, how I see this concept of width and how to use it. So for me, rather than thinking about width or thinking even about bluntness, which some people relate to, I like to think of it as having a prominent visual frame. And so that visual frame is kind of from up here, all the way up here, on your back and on your arms. So how does like your arms, shoulders, upper chest, upper back, how does it frame the body? And you can think about this both kind of in supermodel ladies, that they have this clear boom. You can also think about it in terms of soft natural ladies, many of whom are very petite, who nobody would call them wide, like, I don't know, was it Betty Grable, or if you think about like Julianne Howe, or like Britney Spears, or I mean flamboyant naturals like, I don't know, Charlize Theron or Emma Stone, nobody would say these people are wide. But what they do have in common is they have that kind of visual sturdiness that comes from the frame. So in order to accommodate width, what you really need to do is just avoid clothes that don't allow for this element in your body. Because what happens when you wear clothes that do not accommodate width is it looks like your arms are kind of like sticking out extra out of your clothes, and that can give you a bit of this feeling like the Hulk effect, like you're too big for your clothes, even when you're not actually too big for your clothes, and when your clothes are actually sized exactly correctly, they're just not cut correctly to your body. So it's really not about your size, it is about the shape of your garments and finding garments that allow for your body's shape. And in the natural's case, that shape means that there's something in the outfit that allows for that horizontal accommodation. Now, before I give you my solutions, I want to say 2 things. First of all, yeah, as I've been talking about, width and this horizontal line is not shoulders, right? Human beings have shoulders. Every image ID has shoulders. Dramatics and soft dramatics can have squared shoulders, so can dramatic classics. Even theatrical romantics can have a bit of sharpness, right? What means what we're talking about really is the whole frame, and it being like visually prominent in naturals in a way it's not in the other body types. So I'm really talking about the solutions for how to accommodate the entire thing, not just how to highlight your shoulders specifically. And then the second thing is, I think it's really important to remember that the shoulder line or the frame is just one part of the entire outfit. So if I'm saying like wear fun sleeves, it means wear fun sleeves, and then the rest of the outfit follows your lines. So for soft natural, you have a visual curve, so you want to wear maybe something that's a bit shorter, so emphasize your waist, or has some sort of clear waist emphasis. For flamboyant natural, you want something that creates the vertical line. But so I'm saying like don't kind of take these shoulders advice in isolation. Okay, now we're going to talk about my 4 ways of accommodating the frame. So the first way to accommodate width is just to buy things that fit on your frame, right? So this shirt, for example, I'm wearing is not particularly like oversized or anything. It's just that it has room for my arms and shoulders. Okay, whereas like here's a dress that I usually wear with a like sweater on top because I like the skirt part, but you can see that it's just so tight, and then it makes it look like my chest really stands out. It's like, oh, my chest is so big, but the reason my chest stands out so much is just because like there's not enough fabric up here, so it's like my back is taking all of the fabric away. And as you can see, like I have a bit this effect in this dress, like my arms are just like a bit extra and I feel so like squeezed into it, right? But I mean, it's not like it doesn't mean I should never wear straight cut kind of things. It's just about learning to find those kinds of things that fit on my body. So like this is just like also a jersey dress, and there's nothing special in the shoulder area. It doesn't have any shoulder element, doesn't have any shoulder design. It's just that it is just a good size, and the way that the dress is cut just fits my frame, so it doesn't make it stand out, right? So you can kind of see that there is not this squeezed effect, even though this dress is not like oversized and it doesn't have any special shoulder things going on. Or here's just like a regular t-shirt, and you can see that it just happens to be cut in this a little bit like wider v-neck style. So again, it just like fits on my arms, and my arms and shoulders, and my chest doesn't stand out in any way. My back is not like squeezed into the shirt without the shirt having some explicit like shoulder accommodation. Or like with this blazer, because I see a lot of people asking about like simple, elegant, classic styles. I mean, this blazer has like a tiny shoulder pad in it, but I wouldn't say it has like power shoulders. It's just that it's cut not for a person who has a super narrow build, so from further away it doesn't look like it's some sort of oversized blazer, and in fact it's quite slim fitting on my arms and stuff, but it's just again like created in mind with a person that has a stronger visual frame. So my shoulders are part of the silhouette of the garment rather than kind of like pulling at it. So I don't have my own example for the second tip because I don't like these types of necklines because I hate strapless bras. But anything that has kind of like a halter or a neckline that just like kind of goes around the shoulders is really nice. And of course, when I say anything, I mean it has to also work with the rest of your lines. But this is a really nice way to show off your shoulders, because then it's like your shoulders are making that vertical line. Your frame literally fits because nothing is restricting it. So just as long as the garment doesn't look like restrictive over here or on your upper back, like jumpsuits, tops, whatever like that, I think is really great, because again, it's just allowing your frame to be a part of your look without restricting it in any way. And I know that a lot of natural women feel a bit self-conscious maybe about their shoulder or frame line, so if that's you, like, you don't have to wear this, but I think sometimes we still carry with us like pre-Kibbe notions about how we need to balance out our shoulders and hide them. Or like if you have like me, just kind of wider upper arm area, you might think like you need to be like hiding this and compensating it, but that's just the shape of your body, and you're allowed to have a prominent visual frame. And if your outfit is in accordance with that, then that visual frame is just going to look like a part of your whole outfit. It's going to fit in, it's going to look beautiful. It's not going to be something that's making you like stand out because like your shoulders are just too broad. Okay, and the third solution I have for accommodating with is to wear things that have fun shoulders or sleeves. And right now this is like really big, I think, so it's really easy to find things that have some sort of shoulder accent. And again, this is kind of leaning more into the shoulders, the frame, because it's giving you that specific horizontal line through this design. So like the shirt has kind of a closed neckline, but it has these like very dreamy, like floaty sleeves, and I think that's really fun. And again, it's not really like, I don't have this like power horizontal, but it's more about that my frame, my arms, nothing is kind of like being squeezed. So again, like the shape of my body is just like not distorting the garment in any way, so it just looks like happy and pretty. Again, like this dress also has kind of a square neckline, but it has this like puffy arm shoulder detail. So like again, just my frame is a natural part of the dress. So like nothing is limiting me, and the extra poofy shoulders, it's not like they make me or my arms look wider, they just like accentuate this horizontal line that I have in my look. Or I can take it even further and have like this dress which has this like insane ruffle, so it's like really like creating a horizontal line. And some people might feel like, okay, I don't want like to have like that big of a horizontal line because this is just like making too much of a look. And I think like you just have to decide. I don't know why this dress looks so orange. It is not orange. It is a very blue red. But anyway, I just think it's very festive, and again, just like celebrating my natural shape and giving me that horizontal line. Okay, and then my fourth and final solution for accommodating with is actually to go oversized. And this is like the bane, I think, of so many natural people's existence, because I think a lot of people think this is like the only way to accommodate your body shape is to hide it. But trendy, I mean, oversized clothes right now are really like trendy and in, so it's easy to find stuff that's really cute and oversized. And what's really fun with oversized things on you, if you have this prominent shoulder frame, then your frame kind of like holds up the clothes, you know, so like the way that models are basically like human hangers, it's like your body is giving structure to the oversized clothes so you don't look kind of swamped and lost in them. So for example, this is like my favorite at-home oversized sweater. It's like really big. It's like 2 or 3 sizes bigger than I usually wear. But I think it's fun because you can really see my shoulders through the fabric, and I don't feel particularly lost in the sweater. I just feel very cozy. I think that there's 2 things to think about with oversized clothes. Firstly, that if you're gonna go the oversized route, you need to kind of make it proportional to your actual body size and like how you actually look. Because I think sometimes people think like natural, oversized, okay, I'm gonna get this a shapeless bag, win. And then it's like, well, you're not gonna feel good about that if it's so big on you. So, I mean, especially if you're a petite soft natural, or if you're just like a thin flamboyant natural, then for you, like oversized might mean like, you know, just going up like 1 size, and that's already gonna achieve that effect. So like for it just to kind of suggest your lines underneath, it doesn't need to be that big. And then the second thing to think about is if you're going to create kind of an oversized look, then of course your outfit should be a little bit kind of like cozy casual, but it doesn't mean it can't be chic, right? So especially when you're accessorizing, you know, the earrings, like I have, when I wear this sweater out, I have like a really cute like satin midi skirt with it, and I have these like pointy sparkly shoes, and I have a cute little bag and earrings, so it doesn't look like slouchy. It's not like I've given up on life, right? It doesn't, of course, like you can just wear baggy on baggy, that's, but I'm just saying like just because something is oversized doesn't mean that it can't be chic or fashionable or fun for you. So that's my 4 suggestions, but I have like a, you know, 5th point to make, which is actually that even if you don't accommodate with, like, it's not a crime. So I really love this dress. It is very long, it's like sparkly, it's like midnight blue. I have a great whole outfit for it, but as you can see, it's not it's not really like cut for my frame. So I think it's like cuter when I wear it out and I wear like a jacket that kind of gives me that horizontal line and kind of lets me breathe. But do you know what? Like sometimes I just wear this dress and then the people of the world can just see my frame not being perfectly accommodated in my outfits, and that's fine. I know like you probably know that already, but I just wanted to finish that video with this because I think sometimes it's like we can just get really caught up on what we're supposed to be doing and what we have to do and what we need to do. But it's like if I kind of as like a fluffy size 14 can go out into the world and not worry about, I don't know, like my upper back looks or something, like I promise, like, you know, you are allowed to do the same and you can do the same. And sometimes like you just find clothes that you really like and you just want to get it, and I just feel like sometimes it can be too restrictive when we come up with really strong rules for ourselves, and I don't want to perpetuate that with my channel. But that's my video on how to accommodate with, and in case you haven't seen my video on what to do about your waist, I talk a bit about how to accommodate curve in that video, so maybe that can be like a good follow-up. Otherwise, thank you for watching and let me know what you think. Bye!